asan, a speaker's platform, podium. Munch, evoking a keen sense of sadness or regret, poignant, marmik, graceful and balanced behavior, poise, santulan. Shalinta, pertaining to controversy, polemical, vivadatmak, the science or art of governing a country or area, politics, rajniti, the practice of having more than one husband at the same time. Polyandry, bahupati pratha, a person who has more than one spouse at the same time, polygamist, bahuvivahi, the practice of having more than one spouse at the same time, polygamy, bahuvivaha pratha. A person who can speak several languages, polyglot, bahubhashi, a flat shape with three or more straight sides and angles, polygon, bahubhuj, a person who is skilled in many areas, polymath, anek vishayon में विद्वान व्यक्ति, one who believes in many gods, polytheist, bahudevwadi, to think carefully and thoroughly about something, ponder, गंभीरता से विचार करना, full of people, populous, घनी आबादी. Wala, a place where ships load and unload goods, port, bandargah, something that can be carried easily, portable, आसानी से साथ ले जाने योग्य, a collection of documents or works showing a person's abilities or achievements, portfolio, dastaveez sangrah. Occurring, awarded, or appearing after someone's death, posthumous, maranoparant, the medical examination of a dead body, postmortem, shavpariksha, to delay an event to a later date or time, postpone, sthagit karna, a note appended to a letter after the signature, postscript, पत्र के अंत में हस्ताक्षर के बाद लिखा गया, अतिरिक्त संदेश, safe or suitable for drinking, potable, पीने योग्य, a liquid with healing, magical or poisonous properties, potion, औषधीय या जादुई तरल, a mixture of dried flowers and leaves used for making a room smell pleasant, potpourri, सुगंधित सूखे फूलों का मिश्रण, विविध वस्तुओं का संग्रह, the actual application of an idea, belief, or method, practice, amal. Prayog, dealing with things in a practical and sensible way, pragmatic, vyavharik, one who values practicality, pragmatist, vyavharik, sochwala, uncertain and risky, precarious, anishchit or jokhim bhara, a previous case that might serve as an example or guide in subsequent situations, precedent, misal. Purv nirnay, a very steep or overhanging rock face or cliff on a mountain, precipice, khadi chattan, a short version of a written text with only the main points, presi, kisi lekh ka chhota saran. Animal that lives by killing and eating other animals, predator, shikari janwar. Parbhakshi, a person who held a position before the current holder, predecessor, purvavarti, to say or estimate that something will happen in the future, predict, purvanuman karna, a special liking or preference for something, predilection, vishesh lagav ya rujhan, an introduction to a book, especially one that explains the author's aims, preface, prastavna, having a bias against others, prejudiced, pakshapat-purn, an action or event that happens before another important one and forms an introduction to it, prelude, prastavna. Bhumika, the first public performance of a musical or theatrical work, or the first showing of a film. Premiere, Pratham Pradarshan, a strong feeling that something is about to happen. Especially something unpleasant, premonition, purvabhas, to recommend or order a medicine or treatment. Prescribe, dawa likhna, an assumption made without proof, presumption, anuman, bina pramanman. Lena, trying to appear more important or valuable than one really is, pretentious, dikhavati. Adambarpurn, to make evasive or misleading statements instead of telling the truth. Prevaricate, सीधा जवाब न देकर टालना, a group of lions. Pride, शेरों का समूह, right or advantage available to a person. Privilege, विशेषाधिकार, a person working on a trial period. Probationer, प्रशिक्षु, नया कर्मचारी, to put off doing something. Especially out of habitual carelessness or laziness. Procrastinate, टालना, the habit of delaying things. Procrastination, टालमटोल, spending money freely and wastefully. Prodigal, फिजूल खर्च करने वाला, a person. Especially a young one. With exceptional abilities. Prodigy, विलक्षण प्रतिभा संपन्न व्यक्ति, a high degree of skill. Proficiency, निपुणता, a general outline of a person's character or background. Profile, बाह्य रूपरेखा. Recklessly extravagant or wasteful in the use of resources. Profligate, atapviyi, working class people regarded collectively. Proletariat, shramik varg, to increase rapidly in number or spread. Proliferate, तेजी से बढ़ना या फैलना, a rapid increase in the number or amount of something. Proliferation, प्रसार. फैलाव, an introduction to a literary work. Prologue, prastavna, continuing for a long time. Prolonged, दीर्घकालीन, a piece of wood, metal, etc. Used for supporting something or keeping it in position. Prop, take. Sahara, biased or misleading information used to promote a political cause or point of view. Propaganda, राजनीतिक फायदे वाली पक्षपाती जानकारी, a person sent by God to teach the people and give them messages from God. Prophet, पैगंबर, ईश्वरदूत, the force that drives or pushes something forward. Propulsion, आगे बढ़ाने वाला बल, to officially forbid something. Especially by law. Prescribe, प्रतिबंधित करना, a person who has been converted to another religious or political belief. Proselyte, धर्मांतरित व्यक्ति, the central character in a story or play. Protagonist, नायक, a system of fixed rules and formal behavior used at official meetings. Protocol, नियमों की प्रणाली, the first design of something from which other forms are copied or developed. Prototype, namuna, a dry food for livestock. Provender, pashu chara, narrow-mindedness or concern for one's own region at the expense of broader views. Provincialism, prantiyata, a person who moves stealthily about or loiters near a place with a view to committing a crime. Prowler, dabe पांव घूमने वाला संदिग्ध व्यक्ति, one who studies election trends by means of opinion polls. Psophologist. चुनाव विश्लेषक, the study of elections and voting patterns. Psophology, चुनाव विश्लेषण, a false name used by an author instead of their real one. Pseudonym, उपनाम, one who studies the mind and behavior. Psychologist, मनोवैज्ञानिक, the scientific study of the mind and behavior. Psychology, मनोविज्ञान, physical beauty, especially of a person. Pulchritude, शारीरिक सुंदरता, very careful about details and correct behavior. Punctilious, बारीकी से काम करने वाला, having a sharply strong taste or smell. Pungent, तीखा, a person who gambles, places a bet, or makes a risky investment. Punter, juari, to make a low continuous vibratory sound expressing contentment. As a cat does. Purr, घुरघुराना, बिल्ली की संतुष्टि की आवाज. To follow or chase. Pursue, पीछे लगे रहना, weak and cowardly. Pusillanimous, काया. Darpok to decay with a foul smell, putrefy, sarnanar obsessive desire to set fire to things, pyromania, आग लगाने का पागलपन an extreme fear of fire, pyrophobia, आग का भय the sound made by ducks. A person who pretends to have more knowledge than he actually possesses, quack, बत्तख की आवाज, झोलाछाप doctor a court or open space, usually rectangular. Enclosed by a building, quadrangle, chaturbhujakar prangan a creature with 4 feet, quadruped, chaupaya to reject as invalid. Especially by legal procedure, quash, रद्द करना to shake or tremble in voice, quaver, thartharana a search for something, quest, खोज changing quickly and unpredictably, quicksilver, अस्थिर, पारे. की तरह बदलने वाला, a feather used as a pen, quill, पंख की कलम occurring once every 5 years, quinquennial, पंचवार्षिक to the utmost or most absolute extent or degree, quite, पूर्ण रूप से. Unrealistically optimistic or idealistic, quixotic, ख्याली. अवास्तविक the minimum number of people needed for a meeting, quorum, न्यूनतम उपस्थिति a person who is good at telling stories in an interesting and amusing way, raconteur, मज़ेदार कहानियाँ सुनाने. वाला the act of spreading outward from a central source, radiation, vikiran a person who advocates complete political or social change, radical, ugra sudharvadi a doctor